This is Omni Sports Breakfast. Sports with Kevin McCollum and MKT.
I think in London only my son watched the Turkish league, nobody else. I didn't watch Fenerbahce matches until I came because nobody abroad wants to watch the Turkish league. Who wants to watch this Turkish league abroad? They have the Premier League, they have the French League, they have the German League, they have the Portuguese League, they have the Dutch League. Why should they see this? I didn't. I was told when the president met me, when the director met me. Even before that, you know that I even met other important club and respectful club in Turkey. But I couldn't believe that this was the dimension. It's too grey, it's too dark, smells bad. But that's my job, and I will give everything to my job, to my club. We were in good control. We were winning 1-0 when Attila woke up because in the first half he was having probably Turkish tea, for not to say an alcoholic drink, so probably it was Turkish tea, when there was a clear red card on Brighton. A red card that if it is a Fenerbahce player, Attila would wake up. Even the referee on the pitch wouldn't be afraid to give the card, because referees are afraid to give decisions to us. Of course, Bright, I had to take him off because Bright with a yellow card, with the great Attila would be a huge risk for us. Then arrived, which for me is the biggest scandal, which is a penalty in our favor. I'm going to post in my Instagram. I don't have many, but I think more than 5 million will watch abroad that penalty, so they will know what the Turkish league is.
Jose Mourinho, or truly one of one. So so that extraordinary rant came after he sort of perceived injustice after his 3-2 win over Trabzonspor. The VAR is Attila Kadioglu, who gave 2 penalties against Jose's men, which weren't given on the pitch. And, there's a horrible challenge. A stonewall red card on one of his own players. The Bright he was talking about is Bright Osayi-Samuel, which enraged Jose. Despite all of this, former Man United midfielder Sofyan Amrabat scored a late-minute winner, which saw Jose Mourinho recreating those scenes, famous, of course, at Old Trafford when he ran down the field and slid on the pitch. He did that again. He is the special one. But this one's a big one. He's not only has he called out the league, he's basically called out the league. He's called out his own owners, basically, for not telling him exactly, as he said, the context of the league, which he's leaning towards the match-fixing scandals, of course. I don't know if you remember, but last year when that guy punched the ref, the whole league had to be suspended, and there's been some stuff going on with clubs controlling referees, sort of the Calciopoli style. But Mourinho's called out his own owners, the whole league, and then this Attila, the great Attila he's talking about, was the VAR, who gave 2 penalties that weren't even given on the pitch.
It's incredible. I don't know how he gets away with it, and I don't think he will this time, because the Turks are going to go, well, you just have denigrated our league. And also, it was the worst knee slide in history. I don't know if you've seen it. He basically tries to knee slide, then his knee gets stuck in the turf, and he goes arse over head and falls into the ground, and his players turn around and run to help him. You can't do that. He's also tried to accuse a referee of being drunk from the way it sounds. He said, oh no, you're not allowed to drink alcohol, maybe it's just Turkish tea. What is that? So there's an intimation, which he's done, which is wrong.
Yeah, no, but if anyone's going to do it, it's this guy. I don't know if the Turkish league is going to be happy or unhappy about it, because they want the eyeballs. This is why you go and get stars, though, is that the beauty of Jose Mourinho and the risk of Jose Mourinho is he's a double-edged sword. He'll be blockbuster, but then he'll be blockbuster. that is the problem, and it's not always going to be blockbuster in something you can put in a can. Jose Mourinho, wow.
More bluster at the moment. Blockbuster, there we go.
Blockbuster, I love that. That's what makes you a big-time journo. 0788 777716. Have you seen what Mourinho is talking about? Thoughts on the Turkish league? Unbelievable. He is truly The special one. In another farcical VAR moment, though, let's bring it back to the European side of things, or the English side, actually. Chelsea star midfielder Cole Palmer was hacked by Lisandro Martinez well off the ball, and the Argentine only received a yellow card for whatever reason. Chelsea manager Enzo Maresca was not pleased.
And then I know that you are going to ask me about the referee decision. They show me before the press conference. I think it's quite clear, but... It's quite clear almost for all of us, but the referee is there to take a decision, and he took a different decision. I just said that for me, when there is not intention to go for the ball and you just go for the player, it's red. No, to be honest, he didn't say nothing. As I said, I just said him that when there is not intention to go for the ball and you go for the player, for the legs, there is no doubt about the decision. And he just said like this, but the game was finished already. I think it's quite clear that it's red, yeah.
Did you see this tackle?
I did. It was a horror tackle. I saw one former Premier League referee described it. He said it was a straight red. There was no doubt. I think it was a straight red. Martinez, that's his 4th yellow card of the season. He's one card away from a suspension. Mdu, do you need a Pirates fan? Mdu's very hot today.
I don't understand how VAR gets involved in so much.
Yeah.
Michael Oliver has been, inserting himself into games. And then this is what we got it for. Clear and obvious. The guy, so Palmer's passed him. He has gone studs in basically on the ACL, right? I do not understand what more we need for it to be clear. I mean, you don't need to be a VAR trained official. Yeah. If you watch the Chelsea, despite what you are, so people might say, "Oh, you're just saying this because you're a Chelsea fan." No, I hate injustice, and that's for a selfish reason. Is that it's coming to a club near you. Mm-hmm. Just because it happened to Chelsea, I don't think as a Liverpool fan I'm going to go, "Oh, I'm so happy it happened against Liverpool." There's a level of banter where I think we can handle it, but I hate these egregious ones against anyone because now it's happened to Chelsea. Now I'm angry, so it's not good for anyone.
Yeah, as soon as it starts changing games, starts changing results, and starts changing the way the league is forming, the way the league is developing towards the end of what is shaping up to be a really, really good season.
It is shaping up to be a good season. Get involved in the conversation. Your thoughts on VAR pops up again and got it so wrong again. 0788 777716. All right, let's move over to Brighton. I mean, I don't know how these guys do it. Are they in a simulation or whatever? But Brighton seem to have found another star from nowhere. I mean, he was great, obviously, in the Euros, but nobody thought they'd pay 30 million euros for him. Ferdi Kadioglu scored an absolute screamer for Brighton, even though they lost against Liverpool this past weekend. And in his debut season, the utility player started to show exactly why he was worth 30 million euros. His new manager, Fabian Hurzeler, was full of praise for the Turk.
I think his body gets more and more stable, more and more resilient, and I think it's so important for playing in the Premier League, for playing these intense games. And he's very flexible. He can play as a right fullback, he can play as a right wing, so he gives us a lot of different things as a fullback and also as a player. And that's why I'm very happy that he's in our squad, and I'm sure that he will improve day for day because he has also like this personality where really he wants to improve. He's asking for this help, and now it's up to us to give him the right advices for his development.
Tony Bloom has done incredible work at Brighton. I love people that are self-aware. Like, he's very clear what they are. There are a lot of people that try and operate outside of their wheelhouse. He's like, we're a developmental club. That's what we're going to be. But I would argue they are the best one in the world at the moment. He knows exactly what they are, and when a player reaches a certain threshold, all right, be on your way for 80. I mean, you saw with Caicedo, 100 million, whatever it is. But we're happy to be that transient sort of airport space. Yeah. But they just keep turning. It's going to be the third manager in a row now that they've got, right? I mean, bloody hell, they are Stoke 2.0. Remember Stoke for 7-8 years where they actually, then Pulis tried to play football, and then that's when things went wrong. But Brighton, not only do they play good football, but it's like it's a nice club to have, and they managed to somehow find these incredible players over and over.
Yeah, I mean, look at Alex McAllister. I mean, he was a superstar for Argentina in the World Cup, and Liverpool picked him up for a song because he had a release clause. But yeah, they do special things there, and make a lot out of nothing almost.
You love to see it. Being self-aware will take you a long, long way on this planet. Brighton, the Seagulls. Lovely beaches, by the way, by British standards, because most British beaches are an absolute dog show, just stones. But down Brighton, a little windy, but they've got the Seagulls down there, and then they've got a great football club. And man, they must love him, because what he's brought to the economy, Premier League clubs change the economy of a small place like that. Brighton by the Sea, wonderful for them, wonderful indeed for the Premier League. Let's move over to a pyramid scheme that is recovering in Spain. The Catalan Derby was a one-sided affair in the end. Barcelona drilled Espanyol 3-1. Despite the win, German maestro Hansi Flick was not happy at all about how the Blaugrana played.
At the end, I'm happy for that we win with 3 points. I'm not happy, of course, with the second half. But I said it also to the team. Sometimes it happens. So we lost the concentration, lost the tension, and this is made a lot of intending to say unforced errors, but it happens sometimes. And I think till now the team made really have a good season, and also with an unbelievable performance. So also the first half, the second half, okay. So I said, okay, today I accept that because we won, but for Wednesday we need another level.
Hansi Flick sounds like a person playing a character who can speak German like a German guy who's learned English. You know what I mean?
Do you think there's a school that they all go to Jurgen Klopp and all the German guys? They go to school. This is how you speak English in German. I know you can speak in a German accent and a Scouse accent, but just make sure they know that you're German. So we have ways of making you talk.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking. Yeah, I mean, he's done an unbelievable job considering where they were just a year ago. He's come in, turned things around. But this is what happens when you get a serious manager. He's a top tier, top creme de la creme, top 5 manager. He's turned everything around.
Yeah, 4 wins on the trot. They're top of the league, 33 points, 9 ahead of Real Madrid, who are on 24, and Atletico Madrid, they're 10 ahead of them, who are in 3rd. Obviously, Real Madrid didn't play this weekend because of the floods in Spain, but he has done something special there.
Yeah, no, he has. The Blaugrana. Barcelona, hey, an enigma. They say more than a football club. Who knows what's going on there in all reality? But I love Hansi Flick. I wanted Chelsea to get him, and they let him go to the bastardly Barcelona. Damn it. And look how good they are now. They are so, so good. Fantastic for football. We need Barcelona to actually take themselves seriously. Coming up in 60 seconds, we've got a little something for you. Kiv's put together for us the 10 worst sports quotes in history.
Listen live and on demand.
Welcome to Omni Sport.